That's a look at news headlines. Now here's Mike.
All right, thank you very much, Janice. Well, if you're in the market to buy a car, used or new, which way should you go? How about some tips? Stewart Welch joins us from the Welch Group with some tips on buying a car and saving some money. All right, so now let's see. You used car versus new. You say used. Why is that?
Well, generally used. So all my life, I've only bought 2 new cars. All of them have been used. I think 2 things. First one, generally you're going to get the best deal in a used car. So you buy a new car, the minute you drive it off the lot, it drops 10%. So on a $30,000 car, $3,000.
Yeah.
At the end of 12 months, it's down 20%. At the end of 4 years, it's down 50%.
Yeah, so the depreciation gets you.
The depreciation gets you, and also you can avoid, I think, perhaps the lemon by buying a used car, because you have to. That car will have a little history that you can go back and check by looking at mechanical records.
All right, so some people have shop for used cars with a little trepidation. If you do your research, though, there's plenty of resources online that you can get some help, right?
Yeah, I think online. First of all, dealership's a great place to start, but I would start online. Go to the library. Look at old consumer reports about the car that you're interested in. I think one thing you want to do, Mike, is know the car that you want to buy. So you don't want to get all excited by a convertible, arrive home, realize you have 4 kids at home. Okay. So you want to make sure you match that car up to what you really need. But then just go do the research on the car, find out the best cars for that particular type of model.
All right, and what's its reliability factor, right? That type thing. Check all your Carfax stuff, information. All right, so don't limit your car search to dealers in the area. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think dealers are a great place to start. Again, you've got online, you've got Craigslist, you've got eBay, lots of different resources out there. Just take your time and do the little bit of work on that. Yeah. Don't wait till the last minute, to buy your car, or particularly around the financing. So if you talk about financing, you want to have your financing lined up in advance. Otherwise, you're going to end up with their financing, and it may be a lot less favorable.
Right, and you don't want to go in saying, okay, well, this is what I can afford for a monthly payment. They can work the numbers so you can get your monthly payment, but you're going to pay more in the long run, right?
Yeah, and I think just be sure that you have you might go to the bank and have your financing lined up in advance, or either maybe you're prepared to pay cash for it.
All right, don't buy without a mechanic looking at the car first.
I think that's your last step, particularly on an older car. If you're outside, I like buying used cars that still have maybe 6 months of manufacturer warranty left in them. But if you're outside of that, for sure you want to have your own mechanic do a once-over on the car and make sure that there are no big glitches in it.
And yeah, if you're paying that much for a car, it is worth it to pay a little extra money to get the mechanic to do that. All right, Stewart Welch, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, we're talking about Star Wars when we come back. Stick around.